What if I told you that at 38 years old, Lionel Messi is still breaking the World Cup? We all thought Qatar 2022 was the grand finale, the perfect ending to a legendary story, but Messi just rewrote the script. In Argentina's opening match of the 2026 FIFA World Cup, he didn't just play, he dominated. He delivered a stunning hat trick that left the entire world speechless and reminded every single person watching why he is the greatest to ever touch a football. Think about the pressure. Argentina entered this tournament as the reigning champions with the weight of a nation and a legacy on their shoulders. Their first test was against Algeria in Group J, and the world was watching to see if the kings of football had lost their spark. They hadn't. From the opening whistle, it was a masterclass in control. Argentina moved the ball with a level of confidence that felt like a warning to every other team in the tournament. But while the team was clinical, one man was magical. It wasn't just a win, it was a historic night that we will be talking about for decades. Messi didn't just score, he dismantled the defense 3 separate times. This was his first ever World Cup hat trick. Imagine that. After all these years, all those trophies, he is still finding ways to do things he's never done before. With those 3 goals, he reached 16 total World Cup goals, tying the all-time scoring record. He also became the first player in the history of the sport to appear in 6 different FIFA World Cups. But here is where it gets interesting. Before the match, the whispers were everywhere. Critics were saying his best years were buried in the past. They said a 38-year-old couldn't keep up with the pace of the modern game. They were wrong. Messi's vision on the pitch was sharper than ever, his leadership was undeniable, and his finishing was pure perfection. He proved that Argentina doesn't just have a captain. They have a living legend who is still at the peak of his powers. The team still revolves around his genius, and he's carrying that responsibility with ease. The energy in the stadium was electric, and every time he touched the ball, you could feel the anticipation. It wasn't just about the goals, it was about the way he moved, the way he dictated the tempo, and the way he inspired his teammates. This wasn't a player looking for a sunset to ride off into, this was a hunter looking for more silverware. The message to the rest of the world was loud and clear. The champions are here, and they aren't ready to give up their crown. So, what is next for the blue and white? The road doesn't get any easier. Argentina's next big challenge is a high-stakes clash against Austria. A victory there would almost certainly secure their spot in the knockout stages and keep the dream of back-to-back World Cup titles alive. Can you imagine it? Messi lifting that trophy one last time, cementing a legacy that can never be touched? The momentum is building, the records are falling, and the story is far from over. Now the real question remains, can Messi actually lead Argentina to another World Cup trophy at nearly 40 years old? Or is there a new football giant waiting in the shadows to stop their incredible journey? The world is watching, and the stakes have never been higher. Let me know your prediction in the comments.